Hi guys, in this one we are going to do a fish room tour. I am going to show you half of my fish room and we'll make this part one. I've just put you on pause, Ras. This is Tabarak Aquatics. Check out his Autumn Angels. He's got some stunning Autumn Angels. Get over there and show him some love. Tabarak Aquatics. Ras is a great guy. I'll continue watching that video after I finish my intro. So we're going to go in the fish room today, and like I said, I'm going to show you the tanks that I think are... I've got something interesting to show you, if that makes sense. So I want to also show you this. There's a lot of show and tell in this video, guys. These are my live cultures that I have put together with massive help from Alan. He has been a star. Alan works at Wharf. He's just a top guy. And check out my Monstera plant. It's absolutely flying. Honestly, it's just absolutely cooking. It's amazing. But anyway, guys, we're going to get straight into the video. I'm going to do half of the fish room. So let's get part one started. There has actually been some changes since you last saw this tank, and we have reduced the number of the Waru yet again. So we have brought them down to 4. So we now have 4 smaller ones. I say smaller ones because obviously they are small towards that guy. But these are the best 4 in my opinion. But this tank looks awesome, and this is a shout out to Ras. So Ras actually said to me on my last fish room tour that he said do a bit more of an in-depth look at the Waru Tang. But you will notice that there is something missing. The Panda and Waru have gone. So I lost them. Now, what happened was we had a power cut. And for anybody that's not familiar with Panda Waru, they really don't like fluctuation in temperature. They don't like temperature drops. They like a high temperature in the 80s. And I had mine at 81, which is back at 81 now. But we had a power cut due to a situation of a light in the downstairs bathroom. And we was without power for a while. Obviously then it was too late and I'd already lost the Panda Waru. They are a difficult fish to keep. I have never had problems in the past with them, but obviously just one thing happening like that with the temperature drop and we've ended up losing them. So it is not much I could have done about that. The power cut came because of a bad job that the people before us had done in the downstairs bathroom. But anyway, that's something very different. So yeah, sadly we don't have the Panda Warus anymore, but we have 5 stunning normal type Warus in this tank, and ain't that a beauty? Look at that. That's a great shot, isn't it? So, you know, a lot of the reason I wanted to buy the bigger one was just to show people basically and document these growing in and obviously ending up growing into that. They are absolutely stunning. They're growing, that one there. Beautiful. I need a better light. I mean, look, you pull back, the light's not great on this tank. So I do need a better light, although obviously they're a little bit darker. They will start to lighten up like that one there. Yeah, you can still see the Waru pattern on them. And yeah, he's absolutely beautiful, isn't he? And the tank's not bad, is it? I've not done a bad job of this tank because obviously I've used all that wood and it looks quite good. And what I love is most of the time the smaller ones will sit in the middle of there and the big guy just slots himself in that little gap there. And actually, I don't know if you can see, but the L27 is just behind that wood as well. I'll pop a picture of my L27 because it's absolutely stunning. Got that from Urmston Aquatics. Now, the Waru, I got the small ones private sale from EG Aquatics, and the big one I got from Something Fishy on the Wirral. So yeah. But yeah, it looks great, this tank. It's a good centerpiece tank, so let me just pan back. This is it's dark because we're going to bed. Sometimes I do the videos at night so I don't get any glare. But yeah, this is pretty much, I'm stood right near where I sit. TV is there. Tank is there, so it's not a bad view, is it? It's not a bad view to look at when you're sat chilling in front of the TV. Another look at him because he's showing off. Look at that. Look at that. He's really showing his fins off. Dorsal looks amazing. Beautiful fish. Quite a big Waru as well. Will get bigger, but around about, I don't know, 7 to 8 inches maybe, probably 8 to be fair. I know we featured this tank in the last video, but I just wanted to address something and talk about something while I have you on this video. So we showed you some Gynoia fagas baleni, and they were new to this tank, and I got a trio, and a lot of people messaged me on other social media platforms, also commented on my YouTube video and pointed out that this fish needs a cold season basically. So I do know that, I am aware of that. I think what I would like to say is I appreciate everybody reaching out, I really do, and I always appreciate help. I got quite a few messages, and you know, everybody means well, so thank you, and I really appreciate it. Like I said, I do know that, guys, and sometimes on our videos we don't always mention everything, but what I can assure everybody is about me is I research something. I don't just buy things. If I do buy something on a whim, I'll know about the species. I won't just buy something on a whim that I don't know about. So I always research anything that I keep, if that makes sense. So I just wanted to put everyone's mind at rest, because obviously, you know, people, they're concerned. You're fish keepers, you want to share your knowledge, you want to share your experience, and if you're concerned about something, always feel free to reach out. I did do a community post. The only reason was I got quite a lot of messages on Messenger. I got a few comments on YouTube. I even got commented on other social media posts. So, you know, fair play to everyone for reaching out. But I do know that, and I have plans in place. If I'm being honest, my thought process is come more near winter, I might put, when I've changed my fish room around a bit, put them in my living room where the Gynoia are. You know, so it's a great place for me to put them. So basically these fish have 3-ish months of colder water, which then gives them more like chance to prosper going forward. You're more likely to get breeding, you're more likely to see the nuchal humps, and it's just great for them going forward. This tank temperature at the moment is the top end of what they like, really. So it's about 75. I think they can handle up to about 77. So I have plans in place, and I just wanted to put everyone's mind at rest. But again, I appreciate everybody reaching out to me for that. I want to show you how these angels are doing as well. So let me get some flake and just throw some flake in. You can just make them out. But there's also a load of baby plecos in here. So if you see, look, you can see them. There's the young angels, and they have grown really, really well. They're doing really well, these. Got a group of 8, I think I've got, and the good size. I need to get them in a taller tank if I'm going to keep them a little bit more longer term. But there's also a trio of calico bristlenose plecos, and there's some babies in there as well. But you can only really see the angels. And again, let me just pan back and show you these tubs. I've mentioned them a lot on my videos. This is a 35-litre tub. It's great for growing fry out. What I would say though is when you're growing angels out, you need a tall tank if you're going to grow them bigger than a certain size. So they're okay for now in here, but if I wanted to keep these a little bit more long term to get the best out of them, I would always recommend a taller tank for angels. But as you can see, they're looking healthy, and they're feeding on that flake and loving it. Shame I can't really show you the plecos, but you just can't see them. And, you know, they're in and amongst under this sponge and around. But, yeah. Anyway, guys, I'm going to move on. I also want to show you this. So in this tank, this is my Parachromis multifasciatus. And if you remember in the fish room tour, there was an aquadins, a couple of Waru, and 4 silver dollars, spotted dollars. I've moved them on, and I was going to move this little white salmon, but I decided to keep him for a bit longer. I might put him in the tank with the Braziliensis. He's fine with these two right now. So yeah, this is my Parachromis multifasciatus male and my Parachromis multifasciatus female. So yeah, I just wanted to show you that. I have moved them on. took them to Tameside Aquatics, my local fish shop, and he'll obviously sell them to the right people. And yeah, I don't know why I didn't want to let that go. I've bored you with that story before around thinking, well, I didn't think there was Stolzbergi, but Stolzbergi, the guy in the shop, sold them me as Stolzbergi, but they're obviously not the white storm. And I just wanted to prove that to myself, if that was honest. And then, yeah, I've still got my pair of Parachromis multifasciatus, which have not actually spawned for a while, which I'm not too bothered about. I won't be growing any more of these on now anyway. I've grown enough of these on, in my opinion. But yeah, a lovely, lovely fish, and I know a lot of you guys love this species. Fantastic. I also wanted to show you this as well. This are those cribs, and if you remember, I said I just put these in the tank as a filler until I was sorting my fish room out, and they had bred. They've still got young. There's quite a few young in there still as well. So I don't know what's going to happen there, but we'll just leave them to it. It's going to be about 2 or 3 weeks before I start moving these tanks in this corner. So if they remain, I might just pull a few out. Local fish shop will take some of these. That female is absolutely stunning. Check her out. Male's a little bit nervous because females can be really mean to the males when they've got young. But look, if you look, there's just so many fry still. And believe me, they are not killing them off. They're everywhere. I think there's loads underneath that rock there. See that male there? I don't know if you saw that. The male was proper like saying, get away from me. But that female's stunning, isn't it? Very underrated, this species. Look at that for a fish. That is beautiful. But yeah, I just wanted to show you that as well. So let me show you the corner. So this was the corner I was talking about, where I'm going to be making changes. This is going to be the first changes in my fish room, because if I'm honest with you, if I could go back again and start all this fish room off again, I would do it very differently. But hey, hindsight is an amazing thing, isn't it? So I'm going to start in this corner where these tanks are going to be moved into that corner there, and then I'm going to have a rack coming down here. And then in another video, we'll do the rest of the fish room in another video, and I will basically tell you what my plans are for the rest of the fish room. But anyway guys, we're going to wrap this one up now. That is the fish room tour part 1 done. I am back. I've just watched Ras. There is Ras on the TV. It's a Barrack Aquatics. Go over, show him some love, subscribe to his channel. He's got some unbelievable fish, and if you look behind him, you can see he's got some monsters as well. Anyway guys, I just want to say a massive thank you as always. I appreciate your support, and I'll see you all on the next one.